Hello Magic Family! Today it's a beautiful day. It's 8 August and there is a special event that is happening right now. It's the Lion's Gate portal, and I am thinking that this is the best opportunity for we to find out exactly what is happening and what powers, gifts will be unlocked. So I prepared the oracle cards and the tarot cards in my right. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3, and we're gonna use these cards. So let's see what is happening with this huge event on Lionsgate for pile number 1. I think it's this. For pile number 2. And pile number 3. Alright. So now that you picked up a pile, we will go to the shuffle part, which I enjoyed very much. So see you there. Alright, so we will start the shuffle part for pile number 1 first. And we will find out what is happening now with this big event. And we have, of course, spiritual guidance, which will help us. This is pile 1. I will take the first one. Pile 2. And pile 3. Okay. So what is happening? Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And now I'm gonna use the tarot cards. So for pile 1, thank you. I will just take 2 cards from each deck. So we have the cards for pile 1. Let's see for pile 2. I'll take this one and pile 3. This, and I feel this one. Okay. Let's see, let's ask pile 1. I feel it's this. Now pile 2. All right. And pile 3. This and this. One and 2. Oh, you want it out? Okay. This is for pile 2. I saw you. And pile 3. So that was it, Magic Souls. Now we will just go directly to the reading. And I hope you already picked up your pile. If you don't resonate with one, you are free to choose other pile as well. So see you at the reading. Hey, pile number 1. So for those who choose this beautiful crystal, the white quartz, it looks like this. Let's see the cards. So for pile number 1, we have hope. We have the star. We have status. We have 9 of Cups. The Page of Wands. The Hermit. 10 of Swords. The Ace of Fire, which is the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups. So for pile number 1, with the Lionsgate event now, we have here the Hope Oracle card, and if we look at the picture, we see this spring green and this praying angel, and above her head there is a delicate butterfly which symbolizes metamorphosis. And then we have also this solitary tree which is decorated with ripe golden fruits, and it has also some small words written here. I think you guys can see it now. And those words symbolize truth, charity, and joy. And there is this dove, this iconic dove, which brings peace. And beneath the tree, there is a swirl of tiny stars, and they transform into snowdrops. So, as they touch the ground. And according to the legend, when Adam and Eve were expelled from Eden, Eve was sorrowful that the cold and snowy winters will never end, and then an angel came to comfort her, breathing on a snowflake to transform it into a snowdrop. So snowdrops are among the first flowers we see after the barren winter months, and they are a symbol of hope. When things go wrong, we often cling to cold facts rather than embrace hope, for fear of humiliation and disappointment. But there is a saying which goes like, when the world says give up, hope whispers try one more time. So hope, for pile number 1, it's one of the most powerful human emotions and awakens inside of you courage, strength, and inspiration. And no matter the hardship, when life's burdens are hard to bear, she gives us new perspective. So the presence of this card in your reading, it's like, keep on going and don't give up. And on the other hand, now may be time to reevaluate what you are hoping for. You would also be wise to remember that false hope can lead to delusion as powerfully as it can empower us to really manifest our dreams and aim towards a brighter, more beautiful future. And if prospects look black and uncertainty abounds, call on the fortitude of hope for reassurance here. And there is also this star here, which is really shiny and it's like it's guiding you. We all know that with this Lion's Gate portal opening right now, we are spiritually guided, very strong, and all our spirits guides are and angels are among us, helping us to go through this. It's very powerful energy, and we can get in touch with our wisdom on a deeper level. So with the star here, I feel that there is a healing process that it's happening, but it's a healing process that it's not really very shaky, so it's really gentle for pile number 1. And this assure you here that it can give you inspiration and a new path for your exploration. So wish upon a star here, because it really brings you hope and light from really afar. And I see here that it can indicate for some of you a journey through life as well. And we have also the status here. And with this card, I see here the Jupiter in Taurus. And the Jupiter means gain, and Taurus means material values. And we have here in this picture a couple, a man and a woman. And it looks like they are posing for a portrait. And above them there is this crown that hovers here, and the 2 lions. 2 lions be the dragons, actually, I can see here. And they are symbols of might and dignity. And it indicates here below also riches. So in developing and improving life, you can gain a lot of benefits from money and material resources in this period. And it looks like you are aware of this energy and these items that can generate. And you have this ability to expand your worth for yourself and the others. And the health of people, combined with sufferment, it's your love for material comforts becomes too excessive, so it could bring that at surface. Now you will be blessed to make money at times by extreme good fortune, but you have to be careful with the Jupiter energy here to not really to not be really impulsive, because you might blow your good luck on crazy bouts of excess or extravagance. But you can involve yourself with money-making ventures, and probably you are interested in art objects this period as an investment for some of you, because you have a really good sense of the market for anything that it's artistic, beautiful or luxurious, in whichever direction your talent lies. There is much movement with the money here in this period. And I see also that you might gain some pleasures from beautiful things, especially art here. We have also the 9 of Cups and the Page of Wands. And I see here for pile number 1, this woman looking content, and she's really satisfied with this golden fawn. She has this nine rows of cups. And she quite look like she's emotional fulfilled. The hair is really covered with the flowers, and in the background there are luxurious plants, which she really carefully protects with her right arm. And this woman gets great pleasure from the beauty and abundance that she has cultivated in her life. I see here that you will gather and gain a lot of contentment, satisfaction, and gratification. Your wish will fulfill. I see here wish fulfillments and a lot of abundance and pleasure as well. So whatever you wish upon right now with the star, wish upon the star, it will come true, because you have this hope, which is very beautiful for pile number 1. And I see here with the Page of Wands that you are paying attention, you are looking at details very much. It's more like an adventurer explorer, which she finds her way through the dense jungle, and she holds this large magnifying glass to be able to discover the beauty around her. And this magnified eye reveals how strong and focused you can be. You are always open to inspiration and new ideas along the way, and you have a lot of this Lion's Gate will bring you, this energy will bring you a lot of creativity, a sense of adventure, confidence, I see here, and passion. You kind of went on a road where you explore and you discover a lot of things as well. And even thought you went on this path with the Hermit energy, I feel like you are really went into this mood of self-reflection and self-awareness. Like really, there is wisdom in listening to yourself and to your spirit guides as well. There is a difference between being alone and being lonely. You are not really afraid to be alone because you are actually not alone. You don't feel lonely. You get along with these periods when you choose to stay by yourself and reflect very much. We see here this witch, and she's really sitting here in the dark wood, and the only light that comes from the bonfire, it's from in front of her. And she's sitting cross-legged, and she has her hat here and the broom to one side and her black cat on the other side. But she's like clearly meditating and listening. She's not really sleeping. And she has this owl here, this beautiful owl. And I'm seeing here the connection that this is amazing. With this Nine of Cups energy, you are not afraid to look and to explore and discover, because she's faced towards this Page of Wands. And here as well, you are looking with your left eye towards this Hermit mode, where you really go into meditation and you create around you a mood which is serene and quiet, and you choose to be alone and stay in this moment by choice. Perhaps for some of you permanently, perhaps for only a night or two, but those are times when you can only hear yourself think by removing yourself from the world for a bit. And maybe you need to take some time by yourself, maybe you need a break from relationships or a hectic job or anything else that involves people and noise. And maybe you just need to take a moment here and there to sit and be still, because the Hermit reminds us that being alone, it's not the same thing as being lonely. And sometimes the best way to heal or learn or grow is to do it by ourselves in silence. So this is a time for you to stay alone. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. If life is so hectic that you can't seem to hear your own thoughts, perhaps you need a little peace and quiet. And you don't necessarily have to go off into the woods. Maybe just turn around a little bit and go into your sacred space that you created. We also have here the Ten of Swords. And I quite see here that you kind of went through an experience, probably something that really left a mark on you, because maybe the things until now didn't really go as planned. And the Ten of Swords is one of those cards that clearly demonstrates the saying, some days you get the beer, some days the beer gets you. In the case of the poor witch in this picture, the beer or some other foe has won the day and the battle is over. But if you take a closer look, she's not really beaten. So it's not really a total loss here. So you can learn something from the experience, even if what you've learned, it's who not to turn your back on the next time, and just wait until you are sure the coast is clear, and then pull those swords out of you and take your broom and go more wiser. Because with the Ten of Swords energy here, probably you feel a little bit wroth right now, and probably someone let you down or deceived you. But you knew inside your heart that maybe those people or that person couldn't be trusted, but you didn't want to listen to that inner warning voice. And now you are like, you are in this hermit mode where you look much closer to it, to the event, and you are thinking about what you could learn from this experience, whatever it was. And if some plan didn't went the way how you wanted, it's not really your fault. And that brings you really a different perspective over. So I feel like with this Lionsgate energy, you are very powerful. There is a spirit-powered action here, a very inspired transformation, and you have access here to co-creative power. So you feel your connection with your spirit very strongly. You get unlimited potential for transformation, and there is no reason to fear because you are supported fully in imagining something new and daring to make it happen. And this is really a time for you to dream big. Make a wish, it will come true, and really dream big here. It's like you can really be bold and free because Spirit inspires you to turn your dreams into reality for pile number 1. And you have a lot of action and creative energy, desire as well. You rediscover your inner passions and you put them into work, into a new romance or a new project. For some of you, it could be starting a relationship or a project. But you will have this initiative to really step into your own power and start something here. And with the Page of Water here, I feel like you are also very open-hearted. There is this childlike innocence and curiosity. There is a lot of curiosity actually with the Page of Wands and the Page of Water. It could signify as well both of the cards. It signifies the beginning of intimacy and the relationship. There is a lot of playfulness and cheerful optimism. So you open your heart fully. With this new energy, you allow yourself to feel childlike, wonder and innocence. And all the adventures lead you where you need to go. So love awaits you, and life, it's a delightful dance. And you are here to frolic and play, and you are ready with a big smile, and you have on your dancing shoes. Some of you might be going to really celebrate this new energy. So that was my reading for pile number 1. I hope you really enjoy it, and see you at the next reading. Hey pile 2, for those of you who choose this Lapis Lazuli crystal, it looks like this. I hope you guys see it good. Yes, that's it. And let's see the cards. We have for pile number 2, release. We have the mountain, domination. Wow, very strong energy for pile number 2. We have the death. So many of you will go through some sort of transformation right now. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Emperor, the 3 of Cups, the 2 of Water, which is the 2 of Cups, and the Three of Water, which is the Three of Cups. There is a lot of water here. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the Three of Cups again from two different decks, which to me tells me that pile number 2, I don't know if you are going to the seaside right now, but there is a lot of celebration, and there is a lot of water as well here, but we have also the waters are about emotions and feelings and relationships. We have a lot of Pisces and Cancer and Scorpio energy here, and we have also the Pentacles, which is earth element, and it has more to do with the nature, with the body, and with the material world, with the stability. And I kind of feel here Virgo and Capricorn or Taurus energy as well. So for pile number 2, we have the release card, which tells me, and with the death card as well, I kind of see that you guys are going through a transformation right now where you are releasing old energy, because with this card I feel like you are feeling very strong, and for some of you could be a virility energy around. We have these fireflies here dancing, and it really illuminates the pathway of this woman. And there is a silver shadow as well, and the full moon. And the moon phases and cycles can greatly affect our mental and emotional balance. In the night of a full moon, it's really favorable time to focus your intention on releasing any unwanted patterns, like hurtful relationships, addictions, or attitudes from the past which prevented you from exploring your potential. And you may aspire to this romantic image of releasing, but the first step involves both acceptance and allowance to make way for ensuing peace and stillness. And there is advice here from your spirit guides to really let go. For example, you could really sit in a comfortable old habits or attachments, and that could you really need to release those so you can have a better perspective above your goals and the future outcomes. And of course, the future can be unpredictable because there could be potential threats to our 3D identity. But our attachments to outcomes can all play a role in holding us back or keep us blinded to more appropriate opportunities. So notice which areas in your life needs that change, and use this supportive energy that comes with this through this portal with this full moon on Lionsgate, which will help you to really liberate, and it will help you as well to face and dissolve any influences preventing you from reclaiming your authentic power. And we have, of course, this mountain, which tells me that you are having a lot of challenges. It could be obstacles with blockages and resistance. And perhaps some of you will go late on a date, or the coldness will take emotions off the plate. But you have to pay attention and be aware that this could really stand in your way. And the mountain symbolizes obstacles in your way, but the worst, it may be there to be conquered. As we see this animal here looking up on the mountain, and he knows certainly the way. And it might look like an almost impossible obstacle according to how huge it looks like, but some of you might abandon the planned route and take another path. You can make a choice. I could see here that for some of you it will be the end of something and the beginning of something else. You will dominate this situation and you will conquer this mountain, or probably even choose another path here. And with the domination card, we have here the Mars in Sagittarius. And the Mars, it's action, and Sagittarius, it brings optimism and adventure. And we have those two men fighting here and trying to dominate one of the other. So it could be some arguments over ideals in this period. It could be situation where one is bullied by the other. There is, of course, an conflict here, maybe different opinions, different ways of living, but it's up to you if you choose to really end this conflict here and transform yourself and really change your perspective with this new energy, especially with the release card. Maybe you will have to give up at some old habits, old patterns of thinking or reacting, and you will go through this transformation with this huge energy that it's coming towards you right now. And we have it here, this beautiful green garden. And it looks like the woman is opening her chest, and we could see the rib cage, and it's like partly skeleton, and she seems to be dead, but she's in fact full of life with the flowers here. So the body, it's like the vessel for blooming flowers. And the white lilies in this picture, it's a symbol of purity, innocence, and hope. There is also this butterfly here, and the butterfly all the time symbolize resurrection and life, and it means also transformation, change, and hope. So that death, it's not the end, but it's the start of a powerful new beginning. It's a completion. Some of you might be losing something and transform, but it shows a transition, a finality of something that it's no longer needed and need to be released, even if there are obstacles here. And that could really transform the way how you see, how you feel, and the way how you live your life. You will build a new you where I see this woman, how she is going through a transformation, looking towards this Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor. For some of you, it might be a person, a male figure, a divine masculine energy. It could be yours, or it could be to a person that takes part from your life. Because I see you looking, transforming and looking, because you really want this energy in your life, where you have stability, and there is a family life here also, where there is security and sharing this prosperity. This man who sits here on this huge tree trunk symbolize longevity. And the 10 rings that we see it here stands for the decades that this man spent on earth and the experiences he's had all those years. And I see also here that he's looking towards how beautiful is this life, together with the family, building a house and raising a family. And he looks content about the successful life and the position, the good position that he has, where he can share his legacy with his family. So I see that you are looking towards this energy and you want to arrive here, and you will have to give up on something old to be able to tap into this new energy that it's coming into your life. And with the Emperor energy also, there is this message of leading and others will follow. The Emperor carries this focus and control and authority, a lot of stability and protection. But it could mean also a person that it's in your life that it's really very reserved, doesn't really tell what they feel, but they really offer a lot of stability and protection as well. And I can see here that he wears this crown here, and he has this brown short hair, and he holds this chapter in his hand, and his eyes are blue, and the face really looks wisey. He's a little bit stern, but not forbidding. And I can see how he holds with this other hand a kitten in his lap, a black kitten. And there is a golden German shepherd here who sleeps at his feet. And there is this scroll here, which lies on the ground in front of him, partially unrolled, and it kind of looks like it shows a map of constellation. So the mood of this card, it's one of solid strength and power. And you know that this is a man you can trust and depend on. You also know that you should probably listen when he speaks. He didn't get where he is by accident. This guy knows things and he gets things done, and you could do worse than to follow his lead. So the emperor, it's a true king. He's wisey and experienced, and he always tries to do what is right for his people. So he keeps order, because life flows more easily when things are done correctly and everyone follows the rules. So he does nothing without thinking it through first. And he's not afraid to take action if it's necessary. So this energy embodied the sacred male, a father and a figure of authority, a lover. It could be a brother, or it could be your energy, that you embody this energy within yourself when you go through this transformation. And with the Three of Cups, everything that you gather from this experience, you really share with the others. Some of you might be going dancing here, because I see dancing like 2 times, and it's like raising cups to joy and friendship. And what could be better than coming together, feeling joy with your friends? It might be that those 3 friends from here looks like different ages, but they still enjoy their time together. It might be a trio of friends who might be from different ages, different cultures, probably, or in different locations, but you guys gather together and really celebrate. And the moon is really full here. That it's a reason to dance and to really share this beautiful moment together. That tells me that you have a lot of support. It could be your family or friends, but you know that you can really rely on your family or your friends, and you can really get the help that you need, and they are there for you. And it doesn't necessarily has to be a particular reason to celebrate. There is this energy of kindred spirits within your circle. And you are fortunate enough to know who those friends are, and they stand for you in your life, and you are sharing this joy with them again here. And that is quite very beautiful. For some of you, it could be a situation where you really gather with the friends and the family, and you are going somewhere close to the ocean, to the seaside, to get some sun, some water. And there is of course, with the Two of Water here, there is this harmonious partnership as well under the 10 of Pentacles. I could also see that there is a loving and lasting relationship here for some of you. There is a heart connection between 2 souls, and you might enter in a relationship, or you are already in, where you and your partner could really feel in harmony together, and exploring what is and might be, knowing that you are there for each other. It's like two hearts beat as one, encouraging one on the other, and there is someone who can really bring out the best in you. So you can do the same for the other soul, because we are all expressions of divine love. And I also see here with the Death and the Three of Cups, because the Three of Cups sits under the Death, that maybe you had to give up on something to be able to meet with these friends and celebrate and join. It could have been releasing some of your worries or some patterns to be able to really gather with your family and go in that place or really enjoy that time together. And you rely so much on this Emperor energy, you might have take this decision suddenly, just like the Emperor, or maybe your partner, to really gather together and celebrate. So that's a very nice reading for pile number 2. I hope you really enjoy this full moon now with the Sirius rising and the Lion's Gate, and there is a lot of joy, a lot of positivity. There is also a lot of work that you do with yourself, and I'm proud of you, pile number 2. You are open towards this energy, and I am really glad to be able to share those informations with you. So that was for my reading for pile number 2, and see you at the next reading. Hey pile 3, so those of you who choose this tiger eye, this beautiful tiger eye crystal, it looks like this. We're gonna see the cards. So let's see pile number 3. We have celebration, we have the man, we have order, we also have the King of Cups, the female archetype. And I see here that there are 2 archetypes, of course, in the Mystical Moments Tarot. We have the King of Cups, the female archetype, and we have also the King of Cups, the male archetype. And in the Golden Reverie Lenormand, the extended edition, we have as well the man and the woman 2 times. And this is the male version, which could apply also for those who have a relationship on the same sex as well. So we do have the Emperor, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Three of Swords, the Eight of Water, and the Six of Fire. So we have the Eight of Cups and the Six of Wands energy here. So I already see here that we have Cups, water energy, Pisces, I feel Cancer and Scorpio. We also have air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A lot of emotions and feelings here, but also logic and ideas and communication. And I see here with the Oracle card celebration that there is a cause for a celebration, in your case for pile number 3. This is a special moment for you to really be delightful. We have this beautiful woman, she dances here and she's having those butterflies around her as well. And it's like she's joining in the happiness. And she has also some candles around her in the foreground. And that kind of adds to the mood of rejoicing and symbolize the spiritual presence of light and illumination for pile number 3. So there will be many good reasons for joy without need for any formal occasion or the use of a calendar. Celebration can be a type of harvest, reaping the rewards of an effort, marking time or good news, the memory of a loved one as well, or the birth of a new life or project. The fruition of a long-held dream. And it can take these many forms. And there is a good time right now with this new energy. For those of you who really are focusing on making projects for future happiness, this is a good time to simply give thanks for the perfection of all that is today in the present moment. And you can do that by reflecting on how your good and bad choices have led you to this point. Hindsight can reveal the ways you have been guided and shaped by unseen forces, which will help you enrich your understanding of life. And these are real triumphs of lasting value we take with us to the next life, and they are really worthy of great celebration. So to those of you, for pile number 3, who resonates with this energy, there are some of you who might be going through enduring difficult times right now, where there might be some little hope of change. With this card, this new energy that comes right now through this portal, it's really actively seeking joy and celebration inside of you, regardless the circumstances that you are in. And you will be forever wealthy if you can learn to celebrate the simplest things in life, right now in this moment. And I see here this man. It could be you, or the significant male subject, or a male partner for some of you. It doesn't really matter if you are a man or a woman. And I see here that this particular card, it applies for same-sex relationships as well, or provide a choice that might be better, representing the personality of the male subject. But in this second version from Golden Reverie, he wears this red cloak, and he's showing his bare chest, and he shows this masculine Mars symbol on a pendant. And he really looks to the right of the card and appears determined and passionate. And I kind of see it here how he's looking towards this woman, this King of Cups. And she's having her back turned. She's having her back turned because she's looking towards an Emperor energy, which is a person more focused, more controlled, more authoritarian, which brings her stability and protection, and she's guided by her emotions and by her feelings. So it's quite interesting how the cards are really arranged. And I see here that this man from this first card, he's really determined and passionate. And he's powerful, actually, because he has this golden light behind. And it might be that for some of you, it doesn't have to apply for all of you, but some of you might be in a situation where more potential partners engage to really get your attention with this new energy. And it could be also the way how probably you turned your back towards a connection because you are guided by your emotions and by your feelings, and you are looking towards someone who is really more stable, more powerful. And it could signify also probably a next partnership to whom you are still thinking about and you still have feelings and emotions, but you are looking towards the transformation of this woman, how she really or he control the emotions and the feelings in that way that she can be stable and control herself and be more stable and offer protection also. So it might be your energy looking within another person whom you wanted to transform into this person. So it could be one person. It's a general reading. I'm reading the energy. So I sense those energies like this. And there is also, with the King of Cups, we have this ship here, this beautiful ship here. And I feel like she's really having a lot of emotions and feelings here. And we have also the Order with the moon in Virgo. And the moon symbolizes security. And the Virgo means perfection and service. So I feel like you will gather with this new energy from the Lion's Gate more secure foundation and ground where you can have more perfect things and offer your service and be on service as well, and get the services that you need from the other, more perfect, more secure, and much better for you, more grounded and with rules. So it could be that with the moon in Virgo, maybe you will keep your emotions tidy and private. And maybe you won't really show the expressions of feelings. But I feel like there is a lot of sincerity and modesty and quieter forms of expressing yourself. So you might have been in a situation, or you will be in a situation where you will show those emotions in a more practical and material ways. And I see you very focused on work here, or cooking. But it looks like you are trying to keep your emotion under control. And you do not really like the ups and downs because you like the order and consistency here. It might be that when the others around you have outbursts of feelings or sentiments, you feel embarrassed, or you might make this other person feel embarrassed by it, because of course with the moon here, I kind of sense that behind of this attitude there is this fear of getting hurt if we show all our emotions, and you kind of seek a form of balance. So emotional well-being, it's very important to your health, and you do not really like the situations where you could upset the others and even you being upset. And you are focused right now on your diet and on your health as well. And I see here that you will get this energy of driving for perfection. But be careful to not really become overcritical and nagging with yourself and with the others, because you might get stuck in work systems and health issues. And it's really very important for you in this period with this full moon right now to really focus on your diet, maybe a new health regime. It's welcome in your life. And I feel like this energy brings you this acknowledgement of focusing on this area of your life. I also see here the King of Cups and the Emperor. And you kind of go through a period where you start to accept the things. And you are, both of the cards, it's interesting that both of the cards symbolize stability. But you learn and you use your charms to really be diplomat with the others. But there is also a lot of steadiness here. So you might have inside of you turbulent feelings and heavy emotions. But you have a solid base here. And nothing can really disturb your sense of balance. Because if we look at this picture, instead of clashing against the reef, this boat, this ship can really move through the rock with the king's guidance. And we have the emperor, so I feel that you are really guided, or you are looking towards a guidance to really help you to navigate those turbulent feelings or heavy emotions that you are having. And the diplomatic and caring king will always take action to help those in need. And I feel here that you take the leadership, you gain it as well experience and confidence, and you build structure here. I see you also living or going somewhere. It's like this, the vibe of this card of the Six of Swords when it's this full moon, it's like anywhere but here. Like you just want to escape. And sometimes you just have to get gone. Try not to take your troubles with you. It feels like you want to escape a situation, you want to go from probably a pattern of thinking here, or you don't want to communicate anymore with somebody. Probably you want to step away from the ideas that you had there, because we have the Three of Swords here also. And I feel that those turbulent emotions, because I see the Three of Swords under the King of Cups, those turbulent emotions and heaviness, it could be because of a heartbreak for some of you. It could be because of a separation with the Three of Swords energy here. There is a suffering, a grief. It doesn't have to resonate with all of you, but it could have been a separation here where there is a lot of sadness and sorrow. You might be upset, and there is a loss, a feeling of loss. And for some of you might be going through some sort of divorce or trauma. Some of you might be depressed. And I feel that you just want to change that pattern. You just want to escape from that heaviness of thinking on that. With the Six of Swords energy here, I feel like you feel like it's better to get out with nothing than to hang on to things or people that are weighing you down. And you are not traveling alone here. It's not really clear in the picture if you are helping these other people or those people are helping you. But either way, they are together here. So I see the wind summoned here as well. There is this escape feeling of leaving something behind and just go. And I kind of feel with the full moon here and the swords that it brings to surface something that you weren't really aware of it. And with the feelings and emotions. The fact that there are situations you simply can't fix. It could be an unhealthy relationship. It could be a job that beat you down. It could be a dangerous or unproductive circumstance. And if you are dealing with one of these, you have to ask yourself if it's time to cut your losses and just get out. And there is no shame in asking for help to do so, if you need to. Or maybe someone else needs your help to escape their own bad situation. Because I sense here that it's not just you going through this. So it could be that there are other two people that really need you to help them. It's okay to lend a hand as long as you are sure you're not going to end up carrying burdens that don't belong to you. That is the message of the card. I also see here that the heartbreak was unavoidable. Sometimes the heartbreak is unavoidable. And the least you can do is learn from it. I know that some of you might be going through something like that right now. It's like, oh my God, this really hurts. This is the energy that I'm getting from this card. And it could mean anything other than... it could be also bad news for some of you. And I see here that maybe there was a betrayal or simply a broken heart. Either way, all that can be done is to pick up the pieces and try to learn something from the situation so you never end up back here again. So it might be that for some of you, it might be a previous heartbreak that it's influencing the way how you see the world. And this is a good thing on one hand because it keeps you from getting hurt again. But you have to ask yourself, doesn't really hold you back from trusting others? Because maybe the situation can be repaired for pile number 3. And I'm getting from the spirit guides with this portal energy, I'm kind of getting like better communication. So it's like this can be fixed with better communication. And you have to ask yourself, what can you learn from it? Because maybe you can act now to prevent a crisis, which other people could be in a really, really bad situation, or even prevent a crisis from your life. That's interesting, very interesting energy for pile number 3 that you are dealing with right now. And I see also here a journey to discovery, a letting go and seeking a deeper meaning and greater authenticity. So it confirms me that many of you might have left. You've learned that all that glitters isn't gold, and you know that you probably deserve something more authentic, a gold that fills you with joy, with abundance and understanding. So without fear, you took a break to really re-examine where you have been, where you are at this point in your life, and where you might go from here. And you can consciously choose the path that is right for you instead of the one that seems likely to drown you into it, or the one you feel you ought to walk. And you are true to your heart. You've come so far as you could. And you leave by the wayside the last vestiges of illusions, the last bits of fear and shame, and you no longer hold on to what isn't right for you. And I see also here with the 6 of fire energy that you really step into the limelight. You are an enlightened influencer here. So you generously model your transformation so that others might be inspired by your journey. And you put this light atop a hill so it can really shine forth, helping others. And I feel like with your light, now I'm getting it. Interesting, pile number 3. You see, it's not only about you. There are people who really are going through a crisis and need your help. You cut up the communications, and actually you carry within yourself so much light that could actually help the others to find their way. You are also aware of shadows and people who have troubled, but you bask this warm light of higher awareness and you bless them, but you do not dim your own beacon, and you renew your trust that you contributing to the highest good of all in your own unique way. So that's a very powerful energy, pile number 3. I don't know who you are, but you are amazing inside, no matter what you have been through. And this new energy from the Lion's Gate open up this potential within yourself to be able, from this heartbreaking phase and position that you are in, to be able to help the others still. Bravo, pile number 3. I don't know who you are, and I'm really happy when I get a reading so powerful. I hope you really enjoy it, and enjoy this energy that it's coming towards you. See you at the next reading.